You think it's small. We need to be thinking big. You need to be thinking big, bitch.
Hey y'all, so the first week of classes is officially done. Classes started August 26th. It's currently August 31st. So I'm gonna tell y'all everything y'all need to know about the master's program at Clarkson University. And I'm not finna sugarcoat it. So if you from Clarkson and you watching this, I said what I said. Don't play with me, play with your mama. Okay, so boom. I have 7 classes. I have 7 classes. The last time I took 19 credit hours or anything over 12 was freshman year at Valdosta. And I took 18 credit hours. I don't know who I thought I was, but I tell you about 12 after I took that because that GPA. So yeah. I have 7 classes. I have a list of them because I can't remember them. So on Mondays, this is my schedule, by the way. Editor, do your thing, girl. What you doing? Anyway, so yeah. On Mondays I take Karen. She teach professional communications. That's not the name of the course, but that's just the abbreviated version. It's like professional something something communication. I don't know, but Karen is great. She's cool. She's she's great. She likes to ski. She told us her knee is busted and she has a deathly allergy to strawberries. So don't kill Karen or Beth will kill you. So Beth I take next, but let's stay on professional communication. So professional communication is a class about it's just getting you what I took from it. It gets you ready for the exam and how to be an OT, basically. Like, it teaches you how to, like, this project or the work, my assignment is due next week. It's due like September 8th, and I already did it. I did it on Thursday, period. Go ahead, Carell. So the assignment is, like, we had to find all of the steps to become nationally credentialed OT. Like, all the steps to become an OT and all the steps to become a OTA, which is occupational therapy assistant, assistant, I think. Yeah. And then we had to find what are the steps to become a OT or OTA in your state. So I had to go on to Georgia's website and look up like all the stuff that you needed to become an OT and all the stuff. So while I was doing the assignment, I was like, oh snap, like I don't know if the steps are Googleable. Yeah, I didn't know if they were Googleable. So I was just like, I sent her an email. I was like, hey, like, I feel like this assignment is way too simple. And, well, I didn't say way too simple. I was saying, like, just finding steps of how to become an OT. Like, I genuinely was like, I feel like it's a catch. Like, can I really Google this or am I supposed to be looking at a specific place? But when I sent the email, I seen her walk by. So I was like, Karen, hey, girl. She was like, what's up? How can I help you? And I was like, I'm doing your work right now. And she was like, well, pull it up because I don't know which work that is. I ain't gonna lie to you because she got a lot of class because she's a busy woman because she's like that. You feel me? So I showed her the work and she was like, oh, yeah, no, this is a simple assignment. Like, you are overthinking it. What you're looking at right now to find the answers is what you're supposed to look at. Like, it's not that deep. She was like, every assignment in my class is pretty simple. So I'm going to need you to calm it down. I said, no problem. But yeah, so I was really proud of myself that I had, already had the answers, but I just wanted to make sure because I feel like grad program is supposed to be hard. And I was BSing for real in undergrad. I genuinely don't know how I got by, but I did. So I was just like, I know I can't pull what I pulled in undergrad and grad because I'm just like, obviously it's harder, right? No, but not saying that it can't get harder. Like, this is just the first assignment, so of course it's gonna be light work, but we'll see if me and Carrie, beefing by the time midterms come. But yeah, so she was just like, yeah, you're really overthinking it. It's really not that deep. It's just the steps to become an OT. Like, where you looking at? Because I was listening on the national website. I was like, I can't just be looking up on Google. Like, because, Google will tell you exactly, your answer without you having to click on the links and stuff. And I was like, I can't do that. I need to be on a national website. Like, I need to, so yeah, she said I was on fine and it was good. So professional communication is just learning or teaching you how to become OT and like you as an OT knowing all the steps to get there and like all the stuff you need, all the documents you need to get licensed and just professional stuff, child. I don't know. I only went to that class one day. I'm just trying to give y'all a little summary. But anyways, next class. So the next class is Fundamentals with Beth. Another class is not called Fundamentals, it's called something else, but Fundamentals is in it. So yeah. But anyways, Beth is cool. Love Beth. She got like purple hair. She got like streaks of purple hair. She be skinned too. Her and Karen locked in forever. Love them. She's fun. She's great. She's like a mother basically. I tried to, when I went kayaking, I tried to wear my Crocs and she said, don't wear them Crocs. And I said, but Crocs are a universal shoe. What do you mean, Beth? I need these Crocs. Like, I'm not getting in this water without my Crocs. And she said, now when that Croc disappear, I said, Crocs float. And she said, take them Crocs up. You got it, Beth. You got it. I don't want no smoke. You got it. So I took my Crocs off and, you know, she held my camera, all that stuff, because she's a mother and I love it. But she teaches fundamentals. She also teaches another class, but we'll get there. So fundamentals is basically like the groundwork, the base work of what an OT is. You need the terminology, like client-based stuff, therapeutic stuff. Like, I'll be honest with you, I really don't know what the class is about, but she did make it entertaining. But like, it's just the groundwork. Everything is like groundwork, foundation-wise. Like, she teaches us like the processes of finding out what your client needs and all that stuff. Child, I'm finna, hold on. Client factors, performance skills, performance patterns, domain outlines, what we do. I'm looking at the PowerPoint because I really don't remember what happened in this class. I'm not gonna lie to you. We had 2 classes today and the classes are really long. Yeah, just engagement and occupation and just learning what occupational therapists do. Like, just the groundwork, like the groundwork. I'll come back to this when I'm in the class for longer than a day. So yeah, next class. So when we have theory next, and this is with Alicia's the person that interviewed me when I was trying to get into the program or whatever. Alicia is great. She's very quiet, but she's funny AF. Like, you know, that person in the friend group that don't really talk much, but when they talk, they saying something slick and you don't catch it unless you listening. And she's the one person you gotta listen to because she'll say some off the wall stuff. She funny. She like that. Theory is cool. I like it. I think I like it because it's a book club. Like, she gave everybody books. Where my book at? I had started reading it a little bit, but I read kind of fast, especially if it's good. But everybody book is about disabilities or somebody that has a disability. And my book is Sitting Pretty. It's about this girl that I forgot what happened to her, but I know she's paralyzed from like the waist down, I think. But I only read the first couple pages and it seemed interesting. So she didn't really get into her disability or how she got her disability or how she got sick, but I just know that, like, you know, as a kid she was playing in her wheelchair. She didn't realize, you know, how much of a burden she was until she got older, and she was just like, dang, like, when I go to the playground, everybody has to stop or wait for me or wait to get my wheelchair out. And she was like, when I was a kid, I was just hanging with other people and I would like scoot around. But then when I got my wheelchair, that's when I realized, like, dang, I'm actually a burden on people. So that's how the book started. And I was like, this is kind of good. So excited to read that. So theory is literally just a big class of book club, and I'm cool with that. And we have to write discussion posts about the book. So I don't think she really tests in that class. I think professional communication they test, fundamental test. I don't think theory tests. Like, she has like assignments and stuff, but I don't think we actually take like a actual test. So yeah, love theory, love to read. Shout out to Yasmin. But yeah, that's that class. So next we have theory. I mean, just said theory. Next we have mental health. I love mental health because I took a psychology course, and I think psychology and the mind is just so cool because you learn so much. And mental health is with Ashley, and Ashley's cool. They said that she talked real fast. I don't really know much about her life for real because everybody was like really outspoken, and she's outspoken too, but she's not as like Karen and Beth. Like, Karen and Beth, they're in their own category by themselves. Like, they lit. But Ashley's cool. Everybody loves Ashley. Everybody says she talks fast. She didn't really talk fast for me, but I like her class because it's about mental health and about the mind. And in class we learned about like the correct verbiage to talk to people, like if they have a disability. Like I wish I had pulled up her PowerPoint to tell you like some of the stuff that she was talking about, but like just using certain words and certain phrases, like, so you don't disrespect people. And it was real cool. Like, it was cool because my job that I work at the dining hall. Gotta talk about that too. My job that I work, it's a lot of people with disabilities there. Like, it was a guy who had Down syndrome. It's a guy that has autism. One of the people that work closely with me in the farmhouse girl, he has ADHD, and he told me about it. And he was just like, that's why I'm so antsy and I can't like sit still and I'm this, that. And I was just like, it's so crazy because we had literally just talked about this stuff in mental health, and I was telling the guy about the mental health. And he was like, that is so cool. And I really feel like everybody should take courses like that. And I was like, I'm literally applying what I learned in class today right now. Like, who knew that it was gonna happen this fast, right? So mental health is cool, love her. Yeah, next class. So next we have evidence-based practice, and that is actually what the class is called. That's the only class I actually know the real name of. But that is with Alicia, again, the teacher that does the book club. So this class, we have to read a lot of articles, and she was like, yeah, I got some short readings for y'all. Well, I opened up that link to that article, and it was 7 pages long. Short where? But she's a researcher, so that is probably short to her. But to me, I was like, I don't know about that. But disregard the fact that I'm about to read this chapter book that's like 40 chapters long. But that's besides the point. Books are interesting. Articles are not. They're not interesting. Like, I don't find them interesting at all. So I do a little trick. So I don't use ChatGPT to like tell answers, but I do use ChatGPT when they give me articles. I put the entire article, the PDF, into ChatGPT, and I tell ChatGPT to write me notes on it. So if it summarizes it and tells me like the key factors, and I put in detail collegiate level notes, so it can like really pull out the good stuff, the meats, the gravy, you know? So I do that because I like my attention span to an article. Like, I'm just gonna read the title and I'm out of there. Like, that's all you finna get from me, because I can't read that. I can't. So yeah, evidence-based, it's cool because I'm learning stuff that like I never would have thought of learning about. I do like to learn, so that's why I appreciate the class, because like I do like to learn, and I'm not interested in any of the articles, but I am interested in like how to find, like in that class we find out how to determine if an article is fake, basically, like the CRAP test. And that's the abbreviation for it. It's like CRAAP, like it's the CRAP test to determine if the article is full of crap, basically. And I think that is cool that you can like look at the publications, look at the citations, and look at like all the stuff to verify if an article is able to be cited or used and stuff like that. So I think that part is cool, but the reading the articles and stuff, I don't. I check out immediately. But I do love to learn. Alicia, if you ever see this, I love your class. My attention span is short. So anyways, next class. So next class is development. That is not the name of the class, but that's one of the words that's in the sentence. So this class is taught by Beth. Beth teaches fundamentals and development. Love this class because it's in a PEDS lab. And then a PEDS lab, you have alternate seating. Alternate seating means you don't have to sit in a chair. So if you ever been to a pediatric center or a pediatric anything, it's kid stuff everywhere. You got mats, you got hula hoops, you got bouncy balls, you got a pit of balls. Like, it's literally everything you can think of. You can sit in it. You think I sat in a chair for that class and it was my first day? Absolutely not. The second years told us that when we was getting a tour, they was like, oh, you can sit anywhere. Bet, don't mind if I do. So I sat on a little bouncy ball and I was just bouncing the whole time, girl, because you know you gotta get this booty together. You feel me? I'm trying to, you know what I mean? Because it's gonna get cold in New York eventually, so all I can do is bounce on this ball. So I'm really trying to keep this booty, you know, bootying. So I sat on the bouncy ball. When we took a break, because the classes are so freaking long, I think her class was like 3 hours or 2 hours. I'm really not sure, but everything minimum is 2 hours. Anatomy is 4, but we'll get there because that was an aggressive class for the first day. Anyway, so yeah, I sat on a bouncy ball. Some people sat in a little bubble pit. It's not bubbles. It's a ball pit, but all the balls are clear, which is why I call it a bubble pit. But people sat in there. They didn't sit in there for class because you can't really see the screen, but you could literally pull out a mat and lay down if you wanted to. I didn't do that. I really thought about it before I even got into class. I thought about it, but because we had the lights cut off and everybody was cool with that, I would have been knocked out on Beth. I ain't even gonna lie. I don't want to disrespect Beth like that because I F with Beth the long way. You feel me? So yeah, that's development. class, and that class is about literally the development of children. And she was like, when we actually have to go to do sign-ups, and we have to go to a daycare and observe kids and like their motor skills. And she was like, we're gonna be snacking in this class. And she was like, come dressed to play because we're gonna get dirty. We're probably gonna be on the floor playing with balls. And she was like, we're gonna eat because when we learn about the motor skills of the mouth or something like that, she was like, we're gonna chew a lot of stuff, eat a lot of stuff. And I said, Beth, did I tell you you're my favorite? Because you are. I love you, Beth. So yeah, I like development. It's currently my favorite class right now. After development, it's fundamental. Well, actually it's between fundamental and mental health, because I really love mental health and like everything you can learn from it, but I love caring. So they're in a tie. Okay, next class. The last class of mine is anatomy. We did not know who our anatomy teacher was until the day of. Nobody told her name. Nobody told us nothing. We didn't know anything about anatomy until we showed up. We didn't even know where the class was. And we went down to the basement. We have cadaver labs, so anatomy is in the basement of the building. And it looks so scary down there. Like, I wish I would have took a picture, but it's scary. But we go into the lab, and it's from 9 to 1 on Friday. Mind y'all, we have a break, so we don't have classes on Thursdays for first years, and second years don't have class on Wednesday. So yeah, we had a break before this Friday class, which is very much needed because Jesus. So the anatomy teacher is great. She's cool. Like, I like her. I don't really know much about her because literally we met her yesterday. And I don't think that she had the time to make her own slides and stuff, because she mentioned like, oh, I just got, your course materials yesterday, like that Thursday when we were off. And I was like, when you say course material, in my head I'm thinking like she got it from another teacher or somewhere else. Like, she didn't have time to make a lesson plan for us that was hers. So like when she was lecturing us, like she was just reading from the slides, and it was like dragging. Like, I literally started playing games on my phone because I was like, I don't learn like this. Like, every other teacher, like, they know their slides, they're not reading it, like they're interacting, all that stuff. But the fact that she just talked and talked for 3 hours straight, I was just like, I can't do this. Like, I was falling asleep. But anyways, so we have cadaver labs. I never did cadaver labs before, so she took us into the room where the cadaver lab was. Mind you, that lab is cold, like freezing. So we had already knew it was going to be cold, so we have to wear scrubs in this class. So I had a long sleeve shirt on. I had leggings on under my scrub pants, because that's what all the second years, shout out to the second years, because they really came in clutch. And then I had my sweatshirt on, my hoodie that I got as a free gift. I had to pay for the shipping and delivery. Like, girl, that ain't free. But anyways, yeah, I wore that on top of it. So we pulled out the cadavers there, and these silver looked like coffins to me, and they opened like that. And then I thought we was gonna see the body immediately, but they were in bags. They were in 2 white bags, and we had to unzip the bags, and we saw it. So I have a 90-year-old man, and then my group had a 90-year-old man, and then the other group had like an 80-year-old woman. And the cadavers, she just told us to sit in silence for like 5 minutes, and we literally just sat there, and she's like, I just want y'all to soak up the smell, like look at the body, see what you're going to be working on for the semester. And I was just like, okay. Personally, I don't think I needed 5 minutes to sit in there with somebody loved one. We're gonna be with them all semester. I don't think these 4-5 minutes did anything that it wouldn't do. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. So we go back, and she's talking. Class started at 9. It's over at 1. So she talked all the way till like 12:15. And so like she gave us a break, and everybody was in the bathroom like, we are finna pass away. Like, we are just, everybody was fighting for their life, putting water on their face because they are so sleepy. So we started dissection. So in class we learned about posterior thigh. The cadavers were laying on their back. I know what posterior means. If you don't know what posterior means the back. Anterior is the front. Posterior is the back. So when I saw that they were already supine, laying on their backs, I was like, how we finna get to this thigh? Nobody, that was the elephant in the room, but I guess nobody, thought to ask that question. But I asked that question because I'm just like, how we finna turn them around? So ain't nobody said nothing. She teaching us how to, put the blades on to cut the skin, all this stuff. And she put like dissection papers on there so it could tell us how to dissect things. But there was no like, you know, she kind of just was like, you're gonna cut right here, and then you're gonna make an eye motion, and you're gonna cut right here. That was it. Like, that was her explaining. I don't know if we were supposed to look at the paper. She never mentioned anything about the paper. She just said it was there. But I'm just like, this is our first day. Like, we don't really know. We can read, but like, you literally just read a statement to us to respect the bodies and because these were somebody's loved ones, but you not giving us no real direction on how to cut these people up. And that's somebody pawpaw. I can't really, you know, I need, you know. So anyways, before we get the cutting, she was like, guys, we're gonna have to flip the bodies. We gonna do what? We're gonna have to flip the bodies. Okay, well, let's just close them back up. No, we have to leave the bag open and flip. Excuse me? Huh? What? So I was like, okay. All right. And she was like, yeah, you two get on this side. You get it. So we're going to... Dead people are heavy. I know live people. My mom said live people are heavy, but dead weight is heavy. So I was on the side of my dude Adam, he in my class or whatever. And mind you, so my sleeves is rolled up like this. And the gloves is right. So this much skin is exposed, right? So when my teacher was getting up under there and she moved her hand, she's like, I'm gonna have to go on the other side. I seen some skin cells on her skin and I said, oh, hell no. Nah. That's gross. That's nasty. I can't do that. So we on the side, mind you, I'm like this, like barely touching. Like, I'm putting my hand so it look like I'm doing work, but I'm actually not. But Adam, boy, he was in there. He was like, trying to get up under that so he could lift them. I'm not doing that. I can't. I literally can't. I can't. And so he was trying to lift, and I'm over here like, oh my God, you're kind of heavy. Oh my God. Child, I wasn't doing no work. So end up getting a dude on his side, whatever, and the arm was stuck. Like, the side that we flipped him on, this arm was stuck up under him. So I was like, do you guys want me to push, like, or like get up under and like flip this way? My teacher was like, yeah, that's a good idea. I was hoping that you didn't think it was a good idea, because I don't actually want to do that. So yeah, I didn't. I pretended like I was, and I was like, dang, he's not budging, he's so heavy. Then Adam was like, well, maybe we should move his arm. Adam, don't touch that motherfucking arm. Don't touch that arm. You know why don't touch that arm? Because there's like fluid, and like, I don't know if it was embalming fluids or just fluid from their body. I don't know. But it was kind of pulled at the bottom. So if he would have pulled his arm, he would have slung it through that fluid and it got on me. I don't want to have to fight Adam. I knew I was going to lose anyway, because that dude is an army vet. I knew I was going to die that day, but I would have been laying right down the table. Y'all, that's warm blood right there. But I was just like, Adam, don't do that. Let me move first, and then you can start sliding his arm, because I can't do that. Like, please, just chill. Just wait. Just hold on. Everybody hold on. The fact that it took 5 people to flip this man over, girl. So anyways, that was that. And Adam took the first cut and cut him open. And then I went second, because I was like, I have to do something. I can't be queasy. Like, it wasn't making me nauseous, and the smell wasn't actually that bad. If you ever dissected like a pig or anything, that's kind of what it smelled like. It wasn't that bad. But so I was cutting, I was reflecting the skin. Like, I cut it in the eye shape. Well, Adam did that, and then I was cutting the skin back from the fat, and I was just like laying it over his thigh. And the skin cut real smooth. Like, if you pull the tension and you just run the blade, it'll just rip right off apart. So that didn't bother me. Like, dissecting doesn't bother me. It's just the fact that, like, it didn't hit me until, like, I think, like, the week of classes that, like, cadavers are dead bodies. Like, these are humans. Like, you went from pigs to humans. Like, I feel like there should have been an in between. I feel like I should have dissected like a deer or something before I got to the humans, but hey, here we are. So anywho, yeah, that was that. It was real aggressive on the first day. And then, child, let me tell you. So actually, we're done with classes. Yeah, that was anatomy. Anatomy is cool. It's a lot. The lesson plan is a lot. We only have 3 exams in this class. We have quizzes every week. But the information is so much. Like I was like, oh, 3 exams, shoot, we can get through that. Like it's separated from lower extremity, upper extremity, and I think like the skull, like, but lower extremity is literally from the waist down, like pelvis down. Like, you know how many veins, bones, and all that stuff is in, like, that is a lot. And then we got upper, and in my head it didn't click, but I have to tell myself like, oh, it's only 3 tests, it's not much to learn, like girl math, because like I'll get overwhelmed and think I have to do some drugs or something, because like, you know. But I'm not overwhelmed. I'm not gonna be overwhelmed. It's gonna be a great semester. I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna be fine because I've always passed anatomy. I got a B and a C, so I know I can do this. I know I can, so it's fine. I'll get it. But yeah, that was anatomy. After that class, I ate and went to sleep because that was a lot. So anyways, next subject. So I've really been hanging out with the second years. The people here are great. Like, teachers are great, the second years are great. They keep it real. They tell you what you need to expect, all that stuff. So we went to they had like a bonfire in their backyard or whatever, and then they had the nerve to tell us, like, they were asking us about our anatomy teacher because they loved their anatomy teacher, and their anatomy teacher had to leave because she had a baby and she moved back home. So we missed out on all the great stuff that they had. So now we got this new lady, and they're just like trying to see if she matched the other lady energy. So we was telling her about, you know, us flipping the bag or flipping the cadaver without the bag. They were like, why would y'all do that? We flipped them while they were in the bag. Excuse me, you did what? And she was like, why did y'all flip them without the bag? And I was like, because she told us we couldn't. And she was like, we literally asked this lady, can we flip the cadaver in the bag? She said no. So we unzipped the bag and flipped them, and they said that they flipped the bodies while they were still in the bag. Traumatic. When I tell you that was a traumatic first day for anatomy, it was traumatic. But whatever, it's cool. But they're fun, they're great. I already have an addiction here. It's Stewart Shops. I'm addicted to their ice cream. The first time I had it, I had rainbow sherbet with the marshmallow drizzle on it. First of all, not rainbow shops, the toppings at Stewart's is free, and I already talked about this in like a previous vlog, like probably the vlog before this. I already talked about it, but I've been hooked on brownie cheesecake. Again, talked about in the previous vlog. They let me taste like an apple pie. They let me taste hip churray. That one tastes like cinnamon toast crunch, but nothing was hitting like that brownie cheesecake. I'm sorry, like, I got it again, and I might have switched to the rainbow sherbet, but I have to have a reason to go back. And the reason I went back is because they wanted me to come to the bonfire. And you don't pass the Stewart Shops on the way to the bonfire, but I passed one and then ate it at the bonfire. So I was just like, you know, I'm gonna just right. So yeah. But other than that, like, it's real cool, you know. In class, we have a class in the morning from like 9 to 12, and then we have the lunch break. The lunch break is an hour. Next class starts at 1, and then you're free for the day. Teachers are cool. My calendar is booked up. I went through all the syllabus and put like everything that I needed. I'm mad because I downloaded Google Calendar, and I thought Google Calendar was gonna like remind me of all the stuff that I need to do. It's not doing that. I don't know why. I don't know how to get it to notify me. I turned on all the notifications and it's still not working, so I really don't know. So now I literally just write down in a notebook like what I have due for that week and just go off the notebook, because yeah, or I'll put sticky notes up on my wall to remind me. This one, that sticky note says to download the COVID certification, and I have to upload it. But yeah, that's about it for that. Next subject, I guess. So in the program, you have to do like a physical, you have to do these HIPAA certifications, you have to do a lot of like different certifications and stuff, and you have to turn it into this thing called Exact. I got a physical done. I signed up to get my PPD. That's on the 12th, I think. And it's a 2-step test, so like I have to come in the next day and check it, or 2 days later and check it. So that'll be cool. I don't have anything else I need to do that I know of. Like, I know I have all the stuff. All of it's supposed to be done before October 1st because they're getting us ready for field work, because we have field work next year before we go on summer break. So we're in school from August to December, then January to May, and then we start back at the end of May, but between that start is a 2-week field work. So you go to field work of your choice. You can go back home if you want to. Personally, I don't think I'm gonna go back home, because if it's field work and I have to be there every day, I'll have to drive. So that means I'll have to drive the car back home, because we only have one car. I mean, my other car is there, but it's not working. So I would have to stay here since the car is here and do my field work up here if there's something available. Hopefully there is. And then after those 2 weeks, you start summer semester, and summer semester is only 6 weeks before you get out for the actual summer. So I can choose to have that break and go home for those 2 weeks and then come back and start summer semester. And then there's the next, as soon as the 6 weeks up, I have to start my field work. So I can either take it in the beginning and have the rest of the summer off after my 6 weeks, or I can take a break in the beginning, have 6 weeks, then take 2 weeks, and then have the rest of the summer. So I think I'm gonna choose to take my field work first, and then the 6 weeks, and then just be done and like be home for the summer, the entire summer. I might drive back though, for sure, because ain't no need me staying up here. Like, why? You know? I'm pretty sure there's a lot of stuff to do here. I mean, I'm doing them right now, like going on hikes and kayaking and all that stuff. Like, if I'm doing it now, I don't need to do it in the summer. Like, I want to go home, because I've been here all this time. Like, baby, take me home. I want to have a hot girl summer or a hot girl July, because 6 weeks ain't really that long. We're in July anyway, so I really only got like a month and a half to turn up for real. And I'm supposed to be going to BLC for the military. So as soon as I get out, I gotta go get beat up by the military. So it's just like, I really ain't even got no summer for real. So we just trying to make the most of it, honestly. But other than that, school is cool. Like, I'm good. Sometimes I have these little I'm lonely bouts and stuff, but I feel like you only are lonely if you choose to be. Like, now that I'm looking at it, like, because even like the girls in my cohort, they was just like, literally, if you need somebody, like, not need somebody like in a way of because I don't need people like that, you know, like somebody to talk to and stuff, because I hold stuff in and I'm good with that. Like, I don't have any like stressors or anything. I'm not stressed. Like, I don't need a person to talk to. So, but like when she was just like, yeah, if you want to hang out, like we can always hang out. Like, you can always come over. Like, you don't have to feel lonely, all this stuff. And I'm just like, that's great. Like, I really can utilize these people. Like, that's what they're here for. And it's just like, for me to just sit here and be lonely, like, at that point, that's on me. Like, if I'm choosing to be lonely, then, you know. But I don't feel lonely anymore. At first I did, because I was just like, I need some entertainment, like I need companionship, I need this. But you really don't. Like, if you really do want to hang out there, they literally stay in my neighborhood. I can literally walk over there and talk to them. So, but tonight we are all hanging out. They're having a wine and pizza night, and I'm glad, because I got this nasty behind wine that me and my best friend went and got from Ottawa, Canada. It's gross, it's red, and the lady was like, oh my god, it's so sweet, it's so nasty, it ain't nothing sweet about it. But I'm gonna take that over there, and I'm gonna go to the liquor store, because I want to have a mimosas on Saturday or on Sunday tomorrow, because we supposed to be having a there's a soccer game. It was a soccer game last night, but I didn't know where it was, and one of the girls was like, why didn't you just text me? And I was just like, I could have done that. I genuinely could have done that. I could have done that, but I didn't. I thought about it, but I was like, do I really want to go? I guess I didn't, because I wasn't there. So there's a soccer game tomorrow, and I am going to go to that one. It's at 11 a.m. But I kind of want to have like mimosas before we go. So I might bring up the idea again today when I see them tonight. It's at 8. So I don't know. Like, I suggest things, and then when it's time to actually do them, I'm like, actually, never mind. I don't want to do this. I don't even want to get up, actually. But I do want to go to soccer game and experience that. But I think it's cool. Like, it really just feel like Valdosta. Like, Valdosta had a little bit more, because it's Georgia and they all support big back activities. As far as food, and like here you're pretty limited unless you have a car and you drive somewhere. But other than that, like, I mean, I'm just cool and I'm vibing, like, just here. So I think that's it, you know. Thanks for tuning in. I hope this helps. Go Golden Knights. That's black. Yeah, if you made it to the end, I love you. Not really, I don't know you, so All right. Bye.
Think big, bitch.